Welcome everyone to an awesome battle between the Norscans and the children of the Old Ones. So for the Lizardmen and Central Scrutinizer, we are going to have two units of the Flying Taildown Riders here. They're going to be coming with that 90 speed, giving them some good battlefield control and also 75 poison missile strength, making them very tough to deal with indeed. So, skin cohorts here on the flanks are pretty cheap there, but supported by 4 units of the tanky Saurus Warriors with shields. So, for the main filling of the bread sandwich, we are going to have 3 units of the Croxicals here, anti-infantry, as well as armor piercing, and 100 armor. Going to make these boys really, really strong. When they do bring the paddles, they'll certainly bring the spanking. On the side, the double skin cohort javelins, very strong indeed. Those javelins can certainly up trade for that extra 100 gold cost, and really bring some excellent value to the table. So for the heroes, the double Saurus Scar veterans coming here on cold ones, anti-large armor piercing, cold-blooded as well for that plus 16 leadership coming on both sides, and at about 1,000 gold cost, going to be pretty good bodyguards here for the slant mage priest. So here with the life magic, we are going to have banishment, shield of the old ones, the armor of Quetzal, as well as regrowth, earthblood, cold-blooded, and the greater arcane conduit. So yeah, a pretty good force here, a pretty rare force. Don't often see this kind of composition coming in for the Lizardmen, but very excited to see what it does bring to the table, with 4 units of the Marauders here coming in for the big man CptMorgan. He's going to be here with 3 units of the Hunter Javelins, very good anti-large shields, pretty cheap as well for what they do bring, and 4 units of the Skin Wolves here, which are going to be armoured. So going from 15 to 70 armour, going to make them superiorly tanky. But of course, there is a trade-off there for speed. So coming in at 65 speed, so pretty much you're going to imagine they're going to come in around Empire Knight level. So, we are going to be having the Skin Wolf workings here at the front, which means no magic here coming in for the Norscans, because of course it is for the weak, and we have blood here for the Blood God. But anti-large and armor piercing here as the weapon strength. Good physical resistances as well. They do have a fire weakness due to regen, but they are also going to come in with frenzy. So pretty strong there. 53 melee attack. They don't have great melee defense, but they can certainly punch very hard, and regen means they can perform extremely well. So in the back here, we are going to be having Wolfric the Wanderer, the man, the myth, the skull collecting legend here. He is going to be having Seafang here on top of his chariot. So no Hunters of Champions. Very surprised about that. But either way, he's looking like he's going to be very strong. But I certainly would have probably down-traded here to the horse, just so I could bring Hunters to Champions. Definitely his best item for sure. So in the front, one thing we do have to be careful of, the little bit of a poke here coming in from the Taildown Riders. Now they can certainly get around the back and shoot into the Marauders, or they can even shoot here into the Marauder Hunter Javelins. But they've got to be careful, of course, 90 range there, and we do actually have 90 range there on the Taildown Riders. But even a bit of constant poke here on Wolfric the Wanderer, or maybe even one of the Skin Wolf workings, can certainly, have some good chip damage and take them down over time. Now in the fight here, looks like we are going to be having Saurus Warriors charging in up against the Norscans as they fight here with the Marauders in the middle. Paddles coming in as well, bit of spanking here in the back, pushing over the Norscans. They're getting absolutely thrown everywhere by the big bullies. As you can see here in the middle, they're going to be taking so much damage, down to 80 models already from 90, and you can see barely touching the Saurus Warriors or the Croxicals. We certainly wanted support here from the Skin Wolves a little bit earlier, maybe hold off the push from the Marauders, or at least have them at walking speed running here with the Skin Wolves. So of course the Skin Wolves are going to fight a little bit better here with extra infantry support. But as we can see, Armored Skin Wolves now we're in, we can see that they are certainly going to be suffering. Low melee defense here on both sides, even for the Croxicals. They actually also struggle there with the only 26 melee attack coming in for Croxicals. They really, really do depend on their anti-infantry. But here we go. Battle of Heroes here in the middle. The double Skin Wolf workings going up against the double Saurus Scar veterans. And this is a battle of the old ones. Both coming up against each other here in the middle. Shield of the old ones getting popped here to give them that 20% damage resistance. And plus 8 leadership here. But you can see wolves going up against dinosaurs. What more could you want here from Warhammer 2? But so we are going to be wavering, and we do break here with 1 Skin Wolf working. The other on the other side, though, the other Saurus Scar veteran not doing so great itself. So we are going to be getting some healing here. It looks like we are going to get a regrowth, the Aura of Quetzal coming down for armor and melee defense. And you'd really think here you'd butcher the Skin Wolf working, but he's going to be holding his own. He's going to be in the middle, down to the healing cap here, getting present for the Saurus Scar veteran. Whilst the second, the Beta Tashnar charge in. Lovely stuff. So it looks like these were hidden in the trees. They're now going to be fighting in the middle. Anti-large here for them. And something that many people don't know about the Beta Tashnar, they actually do pay for 50% missile resistance. So they're not actually going to get taken down here by Skin Cohort Javelins, or even then, they're not going to get taken down by the Taildown Riders. But they're going to move in, they're going to pin and trap the Saurus Scar veteran, so hopefully we can return with that Skin Wolf working. Looks like that is going to be the case. He's going to return on 870 health, and he's going to be getting that good regen over time. So we do break one of the Saurus Scar veterans. A very nice tool indeed there with Cold-Blooded. And looks like here, moving in, it's going to be the Armored Skin Wolves fighting here up against the Slime Mage. And looks like here we have Wolfric the Wanderer in as well. But it looks like the Slime wasn't expecting this. Getting pushed from every single side. He didn't consult the old ones here. Are getting flanked by every single area, and now it looks like he is going to be going down to 1,800 health, and so we did get a bit of an Earthblood there, but it looks like here the paddles are going to be coming in, but it might be a little bit too much too late. We do break there with the Slan. He's going to go down to 350, 260, and he falls, just as teleporting there, leaving behind the toilet chair. In the back here, we do return here with the Saurus Scar veteran. The second one is still fighting, down to half health. You can see the Beast of Tachnar has certainly done a fantastic job there of reducing its health. In the middle, the paddles are going strong here alongside the maces of the Saurus Warriors. Returning are going to be the Marauders fighting here in the middle. Maces going up against axes here, shields and all coming in, going head to head, clashing like true men of Warhammer here, going up against each other. Looks like here the Marauder Hunter Javelins are ready to go. They are ready to be shot in, maybe into the Pterodons. Only 15 armor for them. You can certainly get some good up trading value there. In the middle here, the Saurus Scar veteran is going to break. It looks like in the middle as well. Crossgores are going to be falling left, right, and center. We do lose some Skink Cohort Javelins. And we are going to losing the double Skink Cohorts in the back as well. Here in the middle, the Saurus Warriors with shields. Crossgores as well. Saurus Warriors in there. So we've got a big bunch of tank here in the middle. Good armor-piercing values, but of course they do suffer with paying a lot there for the anti-infantry. It looks like here Wolfric is going to be very tired. He's just going to be kind of waiting here in the wings. We've certainly seen one or two Sea Fangs so far, but waiting on the rest here. In the middle, going to be kind of weak, is the Saurus Scar veteran. Fighting here up against Armored Skin Wolves and the Skin Wolf working. He'll certainly butcher the face off the Saurus Scar veteran. And it looks like here the Cold One is not going to be able to protect him today. He's not going to be able to get away. He is trapped. And I think here he is going to fall. 16 health for him. Just one little baby tap and he will fall over. But that is negative 21 leadership. I'd be very surprised to see if he returns. So it looks like here the old ones here did consult the Saurus Warriors here to get the good blockade in for the hero himself. And it's like here they are going to be getting a bit of a sandwich. Wavering here for the Skin Wolf workings. But it looks like here, mobility is going to reign favor us here on the Norscan. Sea Fang through the middle. We do break the Skink Cohorts. And now we're going to be moving over to the left-hand side. Wolfric is in a bit of a tizzy here. He's going to get rear charged by the Saurus Scar veteran. Moving in here with the fear-causing Pterodon Riders. And Wolfric the Wanderer actually doesn't come in with immune to psychology. It's a bit of a rare trait there that a man of his absolute level does not have such a cheap item. In the middle of the Crossgores fighting here yet again up against the Skin Wolf workings. It's just going to be wolves up against these big monsters for the entirety of this battle. But now we have to move in with the Pterodons here. I might even try and see if we can save those towards the later stages, kind of push off a few elements. But you can see balance of power pulling into the Norscan favor. Quite a few units are going to be routing here on the right-hand side. We are going to return with some Saurus Warriors. It looks like here some Javelins could come back to the fray, but it's hard to say right now. More Javelins might return as well, but it's like here we do break with the Skin Wolves. The armored variety should heal and should return, but the very healthy Skin Wolf working is going to come in. Looks like we do break here as well with Wolfric the Wanderer. One of the two workings is going to be in, but he's only at 900 health. This will be the one that has returned. You can see Healing Cap is present, but is it going to be enough here to take it down? It looks like we're down to 6 models here of the Pterodon Riders. And it's like we do get a return here of the double Boxicles and also the Saurus Warriors. And here we go, Javelins. They do get shattered here coming in from the Pterodon Riders. Pterodon Riders trying to see maybe get a rear charge, maybe a flank charge here. And so there is going to be attacked on the flank. So it's going to be -6 rather than -14. And they should hold. They are going to be wavering, but they will absolutely butcher the face of these Pterodon Riders. They are perfectly designed for these tools. And look at this, the resurgence of the full health Skin Wolves. These armored Skin Wolves could certainly win the day here. It looks like we are going to break with one of the armored Skin Wolves. The Skin Wolf working is going to be moving to the left-hand side. Unfortunately, we might see a return from him. -5 leadership, only 200 health, but he does get away. One Skin Wolf working is going to be holding it true here for the Dark Gods in the middle. Fighting up against Croxagores, Saurus Warriors, and also Skink Cohorts. You name it, it's here in the middle going after this big boy. But a nice rear charge coming in for the Armored Skin Wolves is going to be breaking and rampaging all of the big Croxagores. And that is going to be a mass army rout. That's going to be army losses, GG's, and well played here coming in for the Norscans and the Dark Gods. Really well played to CptMorgan. A fantastic victory coming in for him. A very rare one there for the Norscans. But for the Lizardmen and Central Scrutinizer, 43 kills, 447 there for the Slar Mage Priest. I'm sure we saw a banishment there at some point. But 710 there for the Saurus Scar Veteran with 860 for the second. So yeah, I really like these two coming at 1,000 gold cost. They can normally perform extremely well, even with just a little bit of support there, like the Armor of Quetzal, as well as a bit of regrowth and some healing with Earthbloods, can certainly help these two perform to a very, very strong value. But 316, 457 there for the skin cohorts. For the javelins, getting 360 and 365. Surprising to see those kind of shooting in the front a little bit more up against the Marauders. Certainly could have got some very good value there. So it looks like here, for the 4 units, we've got 1.2, 900, 840, and 569 there for the Saurus Warriors, just showing how well these bad boys can perform. So for the paddles, we've got 830, 740, and 780 for the Croxigors. Coming in at 1,000 cost each, a little bit under each, but of course here, they did need a little bit more support. I think if they're, at the beginning they were doing very, very well there when they kind of fought in and alongside here the Saurus Warriors. In the middle here, the Marauders, who definitely depend on that range mechanic, certainly a lot of what they pay for. They got butchered very, very quickly before they could go through those stages. And the Saurus Warriors kind of took no damage in return, and the Croxigors came with the paddles and just did that big spanking splash damage that just kind of ripped apart that frontline infantry. But 200 kills here for Wolfram the Wanderer, with 2,361 damage value in from CptMorgan. Very nice stuff. 1,050 there for the Skinwolf Working. This is the one that got the butchered there by the nice hero encounter, and this was the early butchery, and this was 2,358 there for the second Skinwolf Working. Skinwolf Working, in my opinion, is a really underrated unit. I think if the Norscans just had a Lord that was a caster, you could definitely see Norsca rise through the ranks with such amazing heroes as the Skinwolf Working. And, yeah, they can even get Ruinous Flesh that comes in with extra armor and, extra missile resistance as well, so 93 armor and 20% missile resistance on top of that physical resistance makes them extremely tanky there with regeneration. It makes them very, very strong indeed. But 259, 246, as well as 270 and 200 there for the Marauders. Yeah, so overall performing pretty well, considering what kind of level of butchery they came up against. Saurus Warriors, which is a great counter. Same there with the triple Croxigors. There wasn't really too much, or not many places for them to call home. Even with the Skin Cohort Javelins, they were going to fire into them, and even then they'll pretty uptrade pretty well there up against the Marauders. So Javelins 150, 710. I've never seen something get so much efficiency as Marauder Hunter Javelins. They're just extremely, extremely good when used correctly. 480 there from the Beast of Tashnar. Really nice performance, just kind of shutting down one of the Saurus Guard veterans. Certainly a big pillar here in the Lizardmen force. And 300, 530, 1,200, and 1,400 for the Armored Skinwolves. Yeah, very nice stuff. Of course, a few coming in. This one was a little bit left behind, I think. Maybe attacked here one of the flanks here for the skink cohort, and maybe got pushed off to the side, but definitely came back towards the end with that resurgence. But that had been involved a little bit more there throughout the battlefield. Maybe if CptMorgan hadn't forgot it there, it certainly could have been maybe a quicker victory. But an awesome game here between these two. I really enjoyed casting this one. If you guys enjoyed watching it, please do smash that like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. And drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. I'd love to know all your opinions and what you really enjoyed about these army compositions. Now, most importantly, if you did enjoy this video, please do feel free to smash that subscribe button. That really helps me know which videos you do and do not like. It really helps me kind of tune into the correct content that you guys would like to see. So other than that, if you are new, do check out that description. You can find all of my other social media platforms, most importantly Twitch, but the most important of all is going to be that Discord. Anything I ever do here is going to be on Discord, so do go check that out there, where you can see all my single player content, multiplayer content there for Total War Warhammer 2, as well as I do other games like Age of Empires there on Twitch, and you name it, I put it on there. I have leagues and tournaments, and the replays for casting section, where you can leave videos just like this one to be on the channel in the future. So other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves. I hope you have a fantastic new year coming for 2022, and I'm so excited to see what is going to be here for all of us. So take care. See you soon.